Good afternoon. I'm recording this on the 12th of September. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon in England. Now, as always, I know some of you will only listen to my updates, my broadcasts afterwards. So this information is true and valid as of today, and probably for a very long time. As you probably realize, if you've been following me online, I'm in a position where I am looking for three personal slaves. For those of you that don't understand what that means, it means that ultimately I'm looking for people that I can mentor, control, and guide. This can be either online, real time, or if you have complications in your life that mean that you can't serve me in person, then I can do this through email communication. Now, why would you want to be a personal slave? For those of you that don't know, servitude is something that you don't fake. It's not something that you think, oh yeah, well, it would be fun to try this today. Or, it's not a fad. It's something that's been around for as long as human beings have had any kind of conscious thought. And I firmly believe that there are people amongst us who are attracted to certain things within each other. For example, I happen to be a bit of a control freak. I tend to be a person who challenges the status quo and herself. And I also happen to be a bit of a bossy boots. And there are people that are very attracted to that. And not just being attracted and thinking, well, wow, that would be a great challenge to knock down, but actually finding that the whole concept of female led interactions or relationships is something that appeals to them. It's not for everyone. There are people out there who will never ever understand or be attracted to what I do, and I don't really care about those people. Likewise, there's lots and lots of people out there that, I have no interest in engaging with at all. Hello, viewers. I do have people coming in there today. I wonder where you all are today and whether you're actually in the lifestyle or you're someone who's been contemplating. You're actually a potential good slave for me. If you're a person who feels, regardless of what they've done within their lives, whether you've achieved great, business success, financial success, you have a good family, you have a good wife, you have loads of different things that are working for you, but there's still a hunger, there's still a need within you. And you might have tried to fill this need with loads of different things, drugs, sex, all kinds of spiritual type beliefs, but something within you craves being controlled. Something within you is very excited when somebody dictates the pace of your life. On a minuscule level, on a wider level, maybe you find yourself in relationships where you are drawn to a female who is very controlling, very manipulative, very exciting for you in the beginning. When she starts to play dirty, you find it very difficult to deal with. But then you end up back in that same kind of relationship. So someone like that would be ultimately what I am looking for. I'm not looking for idiots. Don't get me wrong. I interact with hundreds and hundreds of people on a daily basis. And I am on the radar of quite a lot of people who, over the years, have said that they've become quite obsessed with me, which is quite sweet, actually. But all I'm looking for at any given time are just a handful of people, that I can get to know, that I can get to interact with, and hopefully that I can get to better them. So you have to be ready to give 100% to me. We're not just talking about on a financial basis. You've got to be ready emotionally to want to change yourself, to want to engage that part of you that maybe you see to yourself is a little bit dark, is a little bit frightening, and you don't quite understand why you feel certain things that you feel. I'm very accepting of all sorts of kinks and perversions and personality types. But ultimately, the person that I'm looking for to be a personal slave to me is a person who is diligent, hardworking, self-driven, and self-motivated in most things in life. I don't do needy people. My slaves get to speak to me on a daily basis. And I want those interactions to be fulfilling for both parties. I don't want to have a conversation with somebody where they're hopping around like, some crazy person on steroids or some other, substance, and basically acting like a 2-year-old. No, I'm very drawn to people who want to take a journey inward, people who want to understand what they are, who they are. And maybe this is you. Maybe you've been curious for a very long time about certain things that both excite and frighten you. Maybe you have what society considers to be perverse thoughts, ways of looking at things, ways of doing things. But you know that to you it feels very, very natural. I mean, we're talking things that for a lot of people wouldn't make any kind of sense, feet, navels, hands, fabrics, leather, latex, plastic, infanticizing yourself, all of those kind of things. I don't have a set pattern where I say, well, I only engage with people who are interested in X, Y, or the other. I only engage with people who I have a chemistry with. Just like if you go onto a dating site and you look around, you're not going to end up dating everyone on that site. I don't want to have one-on-one interactions with every single slave on planet Earth. I just want somebody who's certain that they're ready to give me every single part of themselves emotionally, deeper, delve into your psyche and make you my very willing pet. I have a wide range of things that I really want to experiment on with the right people. Now, as of today, the 12th of September 2016, I have 3 positions open for personal slaves. I have a few people that are under consideration. One of them is quite promising. Now, what I'm looking for would be 3 people. The possibility is you have online contact with me where we exchange emails, we talk on Skype, or we talk on the phone, and we have regular contact where I get to know you, you get to know me. I want you to be as open to me as you possibly can. Remember that everything that I do, I'm extremely confidential, I'm extremely professional, and I just want to get to know you, and we'll never go any further than the conversations that we have. So I want a person who's either available for an online meet, that is the absolute basic minimum, or people that are available in and around London and Europe would be looking to bring me to them or potentially come to me. So I can travel around Europe, at the drop of a hat. Further afield, Africa, Asia, and the States. It's a little bit of planning, but it's not impossible to do. So we can always discuss that. Or people who are looking for more regular contact. And I do have a position for one more live-in personal slave. I'll explain to you what the different structures and the tiers are. If we're engaging in just telephone contact, online contact, email contact, then the tribute that you would be expected to pay to me, that you will pay to me, non-negotiable, is £1,000. That's the minimum. You can always pay more if you feel that you want to pay more, but this is basically for my time. Now, if you're looking for meets, real-time meets, I'd be very happy to meet you 2 or 3 times a month, but the fee for that then rises substantially to £2,000 a month. Now, if you're looking to serve me on a more regular basis, i.e., come around, spend time in my house, sit behind the scenes, even when I'm doing certain activities such as this, and keep my house in order, help with basic admin as well as, general tasks around the house. And yes, there are regularly people coming in and out of my house who are in servitude to me. Then you would be looking for a more involved, a real-time kind of servitude. Now, as you probably know, my session rates are £500 per hour. But if you're a personal slave who is having more regular contact with me, then if you pay £5,000 per month, then you have as much communication, contact, spent with me, all of that as you desire. So it is all very cost effective. But without saying too much, because we're of course in a public channel, the best way for you to figure out if you're suitable for me as either a chastity slave, findom slave, a foot slave, cross dresser, cupkey slave, all of that. The best way for you to figure all of that out is to go and do your homework on me. You can always find me on mistressarvablack.com. You can follow me on Twitter at missarvablack.com. You can follow me on Instagram at mistressarvablack. You can find me just about anywhere. Just type the name into your search engine and I will just explode all over your face. Yeah. So that was just a really quick little update I thought I would share because I'm at home. I've just had one of my good pets come and visit me, so I'm feeling in a very good mood. I look forward to getting to know you better and definitely welcoming you into my personal little realm. Okay, pet. You have a good day. Be good.